Hello, everybody. This is like a follow up to our Profiting with CPN series, where a lot of people really gave us a lot of real strong reviews. They say, "Hey, Jay, I seen that video. Jay, we really appreciate that video showing us how to profit from CPNs and how to get us started." And I promise you guys that we're going to get more into profiting with CPNs because, to be honest with you, the profiting with CPN portion is really what it's all about. In this day and age, in this economy, we have so many people that's like falling off their horses, lost their businesses, lost trillions of dollars in real estate. You look across the magnitude of the housing market and impact nationally, how many people have lost, so many pieces of parcels of properties and homes. That's it gets into the trillions. We have so many clients that they need our products and they really need to get started again. They need that fresh start, and a lot of people has found a godsend in CPNs. Now let's go through this. This is like Profiting with CPN numbers part two. Let's look at the different faces of legal CPN and why I'm so proud to be a part of this. The baby right there, this guy right here. That's kind of like how the average person comes into this whole notion of CPNs are they legal. This lady. That's where most people are at. They never knew about a CPN. They never knew it was possible for them to have a fresh start. They never knew their options of can be realized once they get a fresh start. Care credit, credit cards, using credit cards to fund and finance their businesses, being able to use alternative forms, well, not alternative forms of credit, but an alternative credit number to fund their business, get their businesses back together, get back on their feet. It's a lot of people just need CPNs just to be able to get automobile approvals and car approvals and keep a roof over their head. And it's in that's what we're about. When they came out and they ruled and say CPNs are legal, that was really the best thing that could have happened to us. Is like, hey, it's like, what are you waiting for? CPNs are legal. You need the product. The biggest and most important thing, CPNs are legal. You don't have to scratch your head anymore. I wonder if this is something I can do. I wonder if this is something I need. I wonder how we can use these products. I wonder, can we really get started? Those days are over. Okay, this is we're to a point now where you have to realize these are real options. This is really something that you can do, and options are literally available for you that you can move forward tomorrow with the like to say the funding and financing of your business and things of that sort. And I'm gonna show you guys. This is something that came through my phone on Friday, and it was really cool. See, we get the we run a gamut as far as the type of phone calls we get. A lot of the new people, say, hey, what is a CPN? Or, hey, Jay, what's the status of my order? Blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, Jay, here's 5 more orders and all that kind of stuff. But this is the text message that I really appreciate. Got a text. This is actually in a period of a couple steps. Just saw the video. You answered my question. Thank God for your legal CPN YouTube videos. Have a great day, Jason. Then here's one that you can't fudge. Now let's go ahead and screen in here because you got a lot of people. They try to stunt in front and come up with. Well, let's see. How can I move? I gotta use this. Okay, now you can see that this is a real. This is his real screenshot. This is from a computer. You can't fake a screenshot on a computer. When somebody take a picture from a phone to a computer, you can't. You just can't fake that. Now, as far as getting the Capital One and Kohl's and Discover and Bank of America approvals for the low credit amounts with our CPN products, it's a no-brainer. This has been like that for years. Years. Okay. The bottom line is, when you have a perfect CPN and your CPN looks like anything else out there, this is how it's going to result when you just purchase a blank brand new CPN and you start off slow, build your credit slow. 3, 4, 5 months later, they have a 750 credit score based upon the usage of their credit limits. Don't go out and dog that limit. You get a $300 card. Be honest with you, that is nothing. Okay, it's nothing because you really need to keep it underneath $100 for the first 3, 4, 5 months. When the score generate, you be at a 750. Okay. Add season trade lines, this dollar amount just add a 0 to this. Okay, that's where you're going to start across the board. So you get 5 credit approvals between $300 and $500. You'll be around $1,500 to $2,000. Your 5 credit approvals between $3,000 and $5,000, you're gonna be somewhere around 15 to 20,000. It is really a difference. Now, as far as getting started with CPNs and profiting with CPNs in this portion, I really want to let people know that if you are thinking about getting into a CPN and you keep seeing this, you know credit approvals are real, you know you can get cars, you know you can get funding and financing. The bottom line is, what are you waiting for? There's homes out there. CPNs are legal. We're gonna dive back into that portion because that's the part that really moves me. So let's go ahead and go there now before I lose my train of thought. Okay, now the biggest part about CPNs that I actually like right now is when you see government entity websites. You can go right up here, just mouse over credit profile numbers, scroll down to proof. Proof means prove it to me. Prove it to me that CPNs are legal. Click that and you end up on this page. Okay, now here, the biggest thing about what anybody can tell you is because I'm a skeptic and a cynic by nature. Okay, that's how I proceed through life. You have to prove it to me so I can see it. That's just the way I operate, and probably majority of people out there too. Okay, anyway, let me get into this. Now, when you actually get to this page, you can actually click. You see a little mouse hand. You can click on this article, click on this article, click on this article. Actually, this one doesn't appear to do that, but you can copy and paste the link here, and you will go here. This is a snippet of it, and you can click on this article and go there as well. But the two strongest points out there that was moving to myself and most people that say, hey, this is something that I can do, and it's something I want to do. Because when I click on this article, I really and truly go to Freddie Mac's website. Okay, Freddie Mac, this big, huge government bureaucracy agency that is the holder of mortgages from all the banks. We just package them up and send them over to the government because banks don't want to hold things. They give them to those guys. When you see the word CPN on the word Freddie Mac's website, and it says one has the legal right to keep his or her social security number private. In certain circumstances, consumers are required by law to disclose their SSN, such as the IRS, employers when registering motor vehicles, buying firearms, or applying for federally insured loans. Let's stop there. Most people say, well, I told you couldn't get a house. Federally insured loans. That may make up now maybe 30 to 60% of the loans, but there's a huge other industry of private financing and private capital deals that's actually pushing on and surging on the market. I believe we will probably find ourselves in that category as well. We are the engine that is pushing the economy forward in our own incremental rights, and you guys are welcome. You can go to forsalebyowner.com, and you just type in forsalebyowner.com, and you get 100 different sites. Okay, all filled with real estate properties and sellers that want to sell property. You have the credit score, that's easy, CPN trade lines. You have the down payment, typically 20%. You can buy as many houses as you want. They don't show up on your credit report, and you just pay your payment every single day or every single month to that particular seller. Which, does it matter if you're going to pay me or you're going to pay a bank? I personally want to pay me because a bank, let's go ahead for round numbers. I'm going to go ahead and take a sidebar on this issue of can I use a CPN to buy a house. Let's look at the round numbers of buying a house. Let's go ahead and choose an even dollar. I can either say 100,000 or a million. Let's use the word million so that way you can see the interest scale and how they package loans. If I was to go to Bank of America or some other bank and say I want to buy a property, it's $1 million, by the time I close, they're going to package that loan into a 30-year mortgage, and I will pay Bank of America anywhere from $2 to $3 million in interest. $2 million if I have a really good credit score, $3 million if I have just enough to close, and they're going to hit me with a lot of interest. They're going to get 2 to 3 times as much interest as they are in their original dollar amount. When you buy a house through for sale by owner or land contract, they did not know how to package a loan as well as a bank, which means that they say, okay, well, it's 5% on $1 million, so that would be $50,000. and over a period of 10 years. So you got a note of $1 million, 5% interest, which is additional 50,000. You put down 20%, which is 200,000. So now you go into a land contract with 850,000 that you want to pay over a period of 10 years. Okay, so that means that by the time you pay it all off, you've paid a grand total of $1,050,000. Okay, because they will only give you a straight interest package of 5% on the original, on the starting purchase price. The bank is going to compound it and roll it and compound it and compound it and compound it and compound it until they just kill you. And then if you default, they still have mortgage insurance, but they're still going to get paid. So that's how they buy houses. And I would admit, by me being a real estate broker, that means I actually run a real estate office. Plus, I have about 20 years of investment service, being an investor in the real estate market. I know a lot about buying properties, know a lot about closing, know a lot about real estate paperwork. I'm telling you, you want to buy a house, think for sale by owner or land contracts. If you got the cash and the credit, typically the cash, you can go ham right now. That means you can go big time. You can really do your thing. You can really clean up. But one thing about real estate, don't forget about those taxes. Don't forget about all those secret costs, those hidden costs, those blighted neighborhoods, all the other stuff that come along with owning a money pit, and don't overextend yourself. It's easy to spend your money buying a piece of property, but it'd be real hard to keep up with all the service aspects of maintaining those properties and buildings. Okay, now let's go to the next step right here, which is really cool. The FBI's definition of piggybacking seizure trade line. They actually went out their way to define CPNs, and then they came all the way back down to the bottom line. If they write this big article, then they buried it way at the beginning. Account numbers, SSANs. Currently federal law allows individuals to legally use, they use the word CPNs for financial reporting and protect those individuals who do not wish to disclose a SSAN or SSN. Okay, that was remarkable. At that point, you get to a point where there's no reason why you should not have a CPN. If you have bad credit, if you're in a situation right now where you need capital to fund your business, but for some odd reason you cannot put your name on a contract because you have some defaulted mortgage or some bad debt, that hey, all of Wall Street has bad debts. They have. If you look at the Federal Reserve and their rate of interest and how they're borrowing money and how much cash and capital they have actually levered against all of the funds they have outstanding, you would say, my God, if there's any entity in the world that should be bankrupt right now, it's them, because they are insolvent and they can't pay it. That's a whole different topic. That's very true. I was watching some guy, he was on YouTube, and it was so remarkable, it was scary. I think his name was Jim Rickardson or whatever. Jim Richardson. It wasn't Richard, I think it was Rickardson. Anyway, I was watching some of his economic theories, and he's one of these Federal Reserve type guys, and it just blew me away. I knew it was bad, but I didn't have any idea it was that bad. And at that point in time, I realized what kind of service that we're really a part of. We're really a part of a market that's really helping the economy. If we can help somebody transfer ownership or transfer deed on the property, we've actually helped one individual out of a bad situation, help another individual into a situation they actually want that property, that stabilizes communities, that transference of properties puts a stronger person in position where you take a weaker person off position. And we help individuals go from a position where they can't get a credit card today, they make one purchase and they're credit worthy tomorrow. I mean, literally in 2 or 3 days by the time they have a CPN. That's remarkable. That's why I feel so good about what we do. Care Credit, that was something that was really cool thing. You know, got a lot of our, I want to say affiliates, but customers, they say, hey, I was able to use my CPN and credit score to get approved for a Care Credit program. Dental work, health issues, health work. Obamacare only goes so far. A lot of people have lost their jobs. They do not have access to health care. Okay, they need to put it on some type of credit program and that's actually enabled them. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty about CPNs and profiting with CPNs and what we do. Again, this video is more so for people that say, "Hey, is this for me?" And my question is, do you need credit? Do you need to obtain new credit today? Are you tired of struggling? Do you need an option? This is legal. Okay, when you don't have to listen to me. Oh, I heard that guy. I heard the other guy called one guy and he was saying, okay, you're more of a cynic and more of a skeptic than me, because when I actually took the time and I go up to here, go to credit profile numbers, proof. You can listen to the video. Hey, that's fine. But the big one here that was most important, when I clicked the Freddie Mac website and when I clicked the Department of Justice, FBI's website, because a person like me can't sit up here and point you to their website and say, hey, click this article and read it from the FBI's website, unless it's legitimate. Okay, it's something I'm very conscious of. If anybody talk to me, know I'm very conscious of saying the things I can say and not saying the things I can't say. Okay, I'm not going to sit up here and lead you to banks and tell you do this and hold your hands through the approval process. I can't tell you what bank to go to, but I can tell you that, hey, once you got a 750 credit score, it's kind of easy to get approvals. I say that so many times a week. If I got $1,000 for every time I said it, I will be able to quit in a year. Honestly, I'll be able to quit in a year as a multimillionaire. But at the end of the day, I can tell you CPNs are legal. Once you get a CPN, you add trade lines, or you get your credit score boosted, you can be off and running today. The good thing about CPNs and trade lines is a lot of people think that they can accomplish their dreams and their goals within a period of 4, 5, 6, or 10 years. With CPNs and trade lines, we're actually compressing their ability to hit their goals and start their dreams from years into months, and months into weeks. Okay, into weeks. When we can help an individual increase their scores and get them the keys to their cars or their homes, or get them extra credit and extra funding and financing into a matter of weeks, that is remarkable. I feel so blessed to be able to convey this message. One particular gentleman, he was here in the state of Michigan with me, a large employer of automobile factory workers, what have you. He lost his job. Okay, we actually helped him obtain a higher credit score. He got a CPN trade lines, and he got 2 credit card approvals, which totaled out to about $8,000 between both of them. Not a lot of money. I'll tell you that right now. It's not a lot of money. But for him, with that $8,000, he bought a van. He got his van screen wrapped, or put the wrap around the van with the drainage. He opened up a sewer or plumbing company, and he drove and he bought an electric eel, the machine that you put into the sewer system. He said he drives his truck around. He ran a couple Yellow Page ads, and now he on average he's doing 5 to 6 drains a day at about $80 a day. He said, I'm making more at $400 a day than I was making at $100,000 a year standing on an auto line. Okay, he said, I don't have to go back to work. Now my goal is to get 3 more trucks and put them on the street, and have more trucks on the street for more visibility, more calls. He said he prays for rain, because when the rain comes, it doesn't go through the plumbing right. People call a plumber because they're backed up, but it's really only because of the old drainage system. He runs the snake through it. Bam. He says easy money. He prays for rain. He prays for bad weather, because he knows he makes a lot of money. But that's just another testimonial, and what spurred me to really do this video was when I got this text. That was the text I like to see. I get the calls on how do I get started, I heard about your program, what's the status of my order. I get those all day. But periodically, a few times a week, I wouldn't say it's really that much. I definitely say once or twice a week, somebody takes the time and show me what they're doing. And that's the part of my day that actually, really warms my heart, because, I really wish I could be doing something else besides, sitting up there losing my voice, taking 100 calls a day, and doing, a whole lot of work. I really do sometimes, but what keeps me going is, the old saying is, man don't work, man don't eat. Okay, everybody has to have a job, including me. I'm a slave processing orders, helping individuals. I'm no different than any other banker or any other financier, and this is my job. Okay, is to help you guys get a fresh start and convey honest information and allow you guys to have a safe atmosphere to conduct your business and transactions. That's what we do. Okay, we try our best to get it done like that on every single role. You know, of course, you got 100 people, 85 go out smoothly. 10 is a little late, so you got that last 5 you got to work on. My longtime affiliates say, well, hey, that he's telling the absolute truth, but that last 5%, we always get them through too, and they always end up happy. God is good. God is always there for you on time. We're here. I love my job, and you know, again, I'm gonna show it one more time because I got a smile on my face because you know this is the type of stuff I like. And when a person turns the basic CPN to that, now even if it was a tri-merge CPN, he invests $200, he's $100 over his investment. Plus, he has a new credit profile. So it's almost like I'm throwing $200 out, I'm getting it right back, plus $100, and I have a new credit profile that I can proceed for the rest of my life. You know, with a new CPN. If I merge it, I just say, hey, I called Jason, set up a new CPN. Jason gives me another one, and he's back out and running. And that's literally, you know, how it is. So we're trying to help you guys get out there, help our economy grow, help our communities flourish. Our communities need these tax dollars. Our communities need these businesses running. Our neighborhoods need stability. Our people and our children, they need stability in their household and their communities. And without a car, you can't get back to work. And plus, every man has a right to work. He has a right to feed his family. This is Jason Williams. I love you guys. I hope this video reaches a lot of people. Go to legalcpn.com. Legal CPNs are legal. When the Justice Department, FBI came out and let everybody know that was their confirmation to say, hey, this is legal. We got other things that we're working on. You know, help build our communities as well. If there's an issue, we'll monitor it. But as of right now, our stance is CPNs are legal. We know that, and there it is on our website, which gives us the biggest confirmation on CPNs, and it's something I definitely wanted to convey with all you guys. Thanks for your time. Stop scratching those heads. Let's get off the ball. If you need it, go get it. Take it. It's yours. You know, but at the end of the day, not everybody's going to have it. Some people's going to sit on the sideline. That's okay, though. You always have to have somebody that's going to be behind you in line. Talk to you guys later. Jason Williams, Legal CPN.